Alright, so here's another part file in SolidWorks. First thing I want to show you is what we call the command manager. I just right click up here on the top toolbar. I can select command manager, okay, and it'll open up a ribbon based, kind of like what we have in Microsoft Office. The other thing I want to show you is the document properties, which is up here under options. I have a couple of tabs here. There's system options and then there's document properties. Here I can make changes to things. For example, I can switch my units. So default here is inches. I could switch to millimeters if I want to, change how many decimal points that I have on my units, things like that. The other thing I wanted to show you is the grid. You can bring up grid. You can set how much the spacing is, major, minor lines, all that good stuff. I'll leave the defaults in here, but go and play around with that. There's other things in here you can play around with as well. So I just wanted to show you the document properties. Okay, so I'm going to go create something somewhat similar to what's in the books. So the first thing I need to do, of course, is go on Sketch. So I click the little Sketch tab, and there's my Sketch button right there. So I can click on that. I'm just going to choose this plane right here. Now I'm going to create a rectangle, which is probably pretty straightforward, but I can click on the rectangle, choose 2 points, like so. Obviously, I can dimension this too if I so desire. Just click on dimension, make that whatever size I want. We'll call it 100 millimeters, okay, what have you, okay. Now, I'm also going to put a circle on here. Now, when I place a circle, notice that I can do some snaps. If I just kind of hover over my object like this, you can see I get this snap right in the middle, which I can go grab. That'll place the circle right in the center of that line, which will help when I create this circle to make it exactly the right. So again, just hovering over things can help you place them accordingly. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do with this sketch. I'm going to edit this sketch. I'm going to try to extrude it. Now, when I try to extrude this, SolidWorks can be a little confused because I don't have an obvious. I've got 3 different things here. Okay, so what I can do is I can open up my model history and I can actually go down to my sketch if I want to and select it. If I've got several sketches, I can do that. I can come over and I can simply click on the amounts that I want to extrude all of the surface like that, which I can just click on them all like that. So again, if it's not clear you have more than one sketch, you can deal with the model tree, or you can go click on the surfaces you want to extrude. Now I can put the extrude length. Let me just go twice as I guess we'll do 25. That sounds about right. Click enter, close that guy off, and there you have it. Now I want to show you a couple of ways that we can do a hole. Okay, the first one is the one we've already done, which I'm going to create a sketch right here on the sketch right here on the top surface. Okay, I'm going to place my hole. Now I can roll over this hole, and if I pause for a second, same sort of thing. I get those snaps that come up. Okay, then I can just roll into the center, grab the center of that guy, and I have a perfectly placed hole right at the center. I can go dimension that and then extrude it as necessary. Okay, I just wanted to show you then, of course, that you can roll over and get the snaps that we've talked about. Okay, so I'll go ahead and close that sketch. The other way that we can do that, and then again I can go, of course, go into features. I can do the extruded cut. We did that last time. I won't get too worked up about it. The other way that I can do a hole is through this hole wizard, which is right here. Okay, so I'll click on hole wizard, and this I can do directly, like counterbore, countersink type holes, things of that nature. Okay, the first thing to do is create a position for it. So I'll go ahead and click on position, then click the face that I want to put it on. Okay, and then basically just put my feature where I want it. Okay, now I want to put dimensions on this, so I go up to Smart Dimension, and I can click the center of it, click this edge, right, and place my dimension, where it is. Okay, and I could do it with other dimensions as well. Once I get the dimension figured out, I can just click on the check mark on that. I go back to the hole guy here, click on the type, right, and I can do things like counterbore, Okay, and you can see it does a little counterboard over there, or I can do a countersink. Okay, all these different types. I'll just do a simple straight hole. Okay, you can choose, all different kinds of things here. So if you're doing inches, this is in metric, so I'll go to metric. I want to use certain drill size. Okay, and then I can select the diameter. I don't know, let's say it's a 5 millimeter hole. Okay, I want to go through all, right, and I can just set all of the positions on the types of holes that I want here. So I can go ahead and click OK, and then I've got my little hole in there that I can have. So there you go.